Hey guys, it's your boy Ziggy. I'm back in here with another video, and sorry about that. My phone went off just when I'm about to do recording and all, but I'm keeping it in. But it's like this. It's been over what, a week or so? Been a few days now since I did my last video, and today this video, now for those who don't know, or those who already know, but for those who actually don't know, as you see by the different, in a way you see a different stage, I moved. So, but I'm gonna talk about it in another video after this one, but so just be on the lookout for that one. But right now I'm like in the middle of unpacking and such, and I know you just see like windows and so behind me, but trust me, if I make you see around the house, it's alright. But I'm like unpacking and such, and it's like this. For most people who don't know me, I'm a big wrestling fan. I won't say big, but I like wrestling, whether it's professional wrestling, and I don't care if people say it's fake or whatever. If you saying this is fake, then you're saying movie is real, but it's whatever. But today, it's like this. To show you how much of a wrestling fan I am, I have some of my wrestling championship, like basically the championship belts that are used in WWE. So I'm gonna check them out, and it's like this, guys. Don't get me wrong, but it's like this. I got a little cheat sheet here on my phone, so it's not like I'm gonna remember it, all of it. So if you see me while I'm looking down, that's why. So I'm gonna show you the championship belt. So the first one I'm gonna show you is the United States Championship belt. Now with this belt, now I'm gonna read it off my phone. So I'm basically gonna tell you the dates, like how it got established and such, the other names for them, like, cause there was, before they ever became in WWE, they were in different other promotions way back in the years. So that, and then I'm going to show up some statistics, like who was the first champion, who was the longest, who was the heaviest, and so on, so on, so I'm gonna just give you like short little statistics of it. So here we go. So like I said, the first one is the WWE United States Championship belt, and this one was established on January 1st, 1975. The other names for the belt was the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship from 1975 to 1981. The NWA United States Heavyweight Championship, the undisputed one. This one was from 1981 to 1991. This one was now also known as the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship from 1991 to 2001. And this one was also basically, it's the same thing. The WCW United States Championship in 2001, and now currently it's now known as the WWE United States Championship from 2003 to right now. And this one was the latest one. This one was like this got replaced with the new one for those who watch WWE Raw, and so this one is no longer here. But trust me, I like this version. Not saying the other one is not good, it's just this one, it just fits a whole lot of people. So, and the thing is with this one, and now for the statistics with it. So the first champion was Harley Race, RIP to him. The person with the most reigns was Ric Flair with 6 reigns. The longest reign was Lex Luger with 523 days. The shortest reign was Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 5 minutes. The oldest champion was Terry Funk at 56 years old with 84 days. The youngest champion was David Flair, Ric Flair's son, at 20 years old, and he held it for 121 days. The heaviest champion was Big Show at 500 pounds, and it didn't show where he held it for, but. And the lightest champion was Kalisto. So, this championship right here, most people call it like a mid-card title, but it's like this. Sometimes I feel like this championship deserves more respect to it, so it's like that. So the next championship is now, like, if you're ever, like, if you and a friend or so, or you and a family member of yours are ever going to go into WWE and you guys are going to be like a partner, well, you're going to get the WWE Tag Team Championship belts. And this version one was it was from 2011 to 2016 to mid 2016. Currently they have the red one and the blue one, the Raw one and the SmackDown one, so they're both, it's the same thing, it's just different colors. So yeah, but either way, so for this one, here we go, sorry, had to, so these were established on October 20th 2002. The other names for it were the WWE Tag Team Championships, and it's gonna be different because from 2002 to 2009 they were on Raw for a little while and they were called the WWE Tag Team Championships, and from 2010 to 2016 same thing. Now it was called the Unified WWE Championships, where they had two belts of the different ones. The one that was the World Tag Team Championships and the WWE Tag Team Championships. Different. You can say it's different in a way. It's the same thing also, but trust me, when you saw the belts, if I had the other two, they're different. So, and they just unified them, and it was from 2009 to 2010. And now we're currently with the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships, which is basically like this right now, but just like different colors, like I said, and it's from 2016 to right now. And so the statistics for it is now the first two champions were Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. Sorry, I always slur my words. Chris Benoit. The most reigns as tag team champions are Cesaro and Sheamus with 4 reigns, but as an individual, like for Seth Rollins, he's at 6. So you can say it's with, if my memory can serve me correctly, so those reigns were one with Roman Reigns, one with Jason Jordan, the other one with Dean Ambrose, one with Braun Strowman, well, actually, I would say 2. Strowman. I can't. Well, oh yeah, the other one with Murphy, which is his disciple now. As you've seen through WWE, the Monday Night Messiah gimmick he has now, his mother. So, and I can't remember the other one, but I know those 5 reigns. So I don't know about the other ones. 6. So the longest reigns are the New Day, which is Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods. They had their reign was 483 days. And a little short fact, they beat out WWE's well-known legendary team, one of the legendary teams, Demolition. I forgot what their reign was, but it was so basically the New Day is now one of the greatest tag team champions ever. So yeah, The shortest reigns are John Cena and The Miz. To me personally, I never, and I literally saw it on their YouTube channel about it. So hard to believe those two would ever be champions, but it happened. So the oldest champion, like the oldest tag team champion, was Billy Gunn at 50 years old, and he had a reign of 86 days with it. So, and the youngest champion, if you watch WWE WrestleMania at 2018, basically if you watch the WrestleMania 34 from New Orleans, it was a 10-year-old kid named Nicholas. So it's whatever for that. So the heaviest champions were Big Show and Kane and their combined weight was 808 pounds. Literally 1,000 pounds right there. Almost 1,000 pounds. And hard to believe though. And like it or not, those guys, you would think that with those two guys they could never be beaten. Well, they did. And the lightest champions were Paul London and Brian Kendrick. And believe it or not, with those two, if you watch, I've watched like clips and so, and heard some facts about it. They were the longest SmackDown tag team champions ever. One of the longest reigning SmackDown champions. So yeah, but it's like this. Sometimes with a tag team championship, you gotta make sure especially when it comes to tag team. Whenever you're in tag team, whether it's with your family member, friend, or your somewhat enemy or whatever, it's like this. You gotta check your ego out for the benefit of your team, because yeah, it's like this. At the end of the day, you gotta make sure your tag team gets the win. So that's what I'm saying. So me personally, if I don't want to be in tag teams, I would do a singles. But if I ever gonna get tag team, then we'll see how it goes. Now, for these last two, this one right here now is known as the Intercontinental Championship. If you can see it, there you go. The Intercontinental Championship. Now this one was established on September 1st, 1979, and the other names for it were the WWF. This was before WWE was known as it. The WWF, the World Wrestling Federation. And this was from 1979 to 2002. And now the WWE Intercontinental Championship from 2002, 2003 to present. Cause at 2000 and about like into 6 or so, from, if I could remember correctly, from No Mercy 2002, it was Kane versus Triple H for both the World Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H won, and the Intercontinental Championship was somewhat banned for almost like 7 plus months or so. But in 2003 it got reinstated back. So, and we all know the history there. So that's why it said like that. So the first champion was Pat Patterson. The wrestler with the most reigns is Chris Jericho with 9 reigns. The second person is up to The Miz, because he's right now an 8-time. He's been an 8-time one, so yeah. The longest reign for the Intercontinental Championship is the Honky Tonk Man at 454 days. The shortest reign is Dean Douglas, 11 minutes. The oldest champion is Ric Flair at 56 years old, and he had a reign of 205 days. And that's a surprising one to me, the fact that he can go along with that championship. Hey, either way. The youngest champion And the current one is Jeff Hardy. At 23 years old, he won it, and he held it for 222 days. The heaviest champion is Big Show, and he basically won it at WrestleMania 28 from like 8 years ago. So yeah, but he did lost it a month later to Cody Rhodes. And the lightest champion was Rey Mysterio. And it's like this. When it comes to this belt, hold on, let me tell me here from sorry about that, but I'm keeping it in, so it's like that. So, like I was saying, for this championship belt, this belt right here is known as the working man's title. Basically, this belt, you gotta get this one first to see how you would get to the main one, cause it's like this. If you could make this belt be the most recognizable belt ever, then trust me, it's like this. It's not like today, but it's like this. Back in the day, if you won this belt, you would be trust me, you would get more respect, more honor, more privilege, more money. It's like this. This belt right here is known as the working man's belt, because this belt, trust me, most wrestlers would respect this belt more than the main one. But hey, to me personally, I would want to get, if I'm a wrestler, I'm gonna have to fight hard to get this one. So trust me, when I tell you that before, this belt is the working man's belt, watch the history. But even though that's the one of the most privileged one, we all know, if you watch trust me, if you know WWE, trust me, you would know about these two. Well, mostly this one, the WWE Championship. Now, these are two versions. Now, this one was when The Rock, back in 2013, introduced a new one from February 2013 to right now, I believe. And this one was when John Cena introduced it from 2005 to 2013. So basically, you would say that this came first and then this came after. But now, now it's like this. These two, now this belt is the most privileged one of all. Out of all the other belts, and it's like this. There's no knockoff to those belts, but trust me, once you win this one, trust me, you know all your hard work, sacrifice and all, you've earned it. So this belt now was established on April 25th, 1963. So this, alright, so here's a long name for them, so bear with me. So the first name for it was the WWWF, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Championship, and it was from 1963 to 1971. It was then changed to the WWWF Heavyweight Championship from 1971 to 1979. Then it got shortened down to the WWF Heavyweight Championship from 1979 to 1983. Then it got changed to the WWF World Heavyweight Championship from 1983 to 1989. Then it got changed to the WWF Championship from 1989 to 2001. And then it got changed to the Undisputed WWF Championship from 2001 to 2002. So basically for that one, it had a combination of the at that time the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE and the WWF Championship, and it was between 4 wrestlers, if you remember: Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho. And it's like this: it was 4 men, 3 matches, 2 championships, and but one can come out undisputed champion. And we all know it was Chris Jericho that came out that night. And it was from 2002, it was known as the Undisputed WWE Championship. And now it's known now as the WWE Championship from 2002 to 2013, like I just said. And it was, and within a short couple of years or so, like 3 years or so, it got, because it was changing different years and so on. So from 2006 to present, it was also known as the and they did it again where they combined the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship again at TLC 2013, with John Cena as the World Heavyweight Championship and Randy Orton as the WWE Champion. And Randy Orton came out, and they had a little ongoing to how they would call it, so they called it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship from 2013 to 2016. And now it was known as the WWE, and for 1 year only, it was known as the WWE World Championship from 2016. It was from basically from 2013 to 2016, they either called it the WWE Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, or the WWE World Championship within those 3 years. Sorry if you hear a car horn or so, but whatever. So now the ticket for this one. The first champion was Buddy Rogers. The wrestler with the most reigns is John Cena at 13. It's like this. I like John Cena. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Point blank, period. But it's like this. Alright. We know WWE is like a business and all. And most people want to see, and most fans want to talk about how some wrestlers don't get pushed, or some do get pushed, or some get over pushed, or so and so. But it's like this. John Cena won the belt 13 times, but, and it's no knockoff to him, no disrespect to him whatsoever, but you need to tell me you're talking about being over pushed. The man won the belt 13 times. And it's like this. He's a 16-time world champion, tied with Ric Flair. And 13 of them was with the WWE Championship, and the other 3 was the World Heavyweight Championship. So, it's whatever, but either way. The longest reign with the WWE Championship was Bruno Sammartino in his first reign at 2,803 days. So basically, if there's any known wrestling fans there, let me know in the comments down below. It was about at least like 10 or so years, basically, with that kind of reign. I could be wrong, but let me know in the comments below. But basically, almost, you can call it almost 10 years plus or so, or 5 years plus or more. I could be wrong, like I said. The shortest reign was Andre the Giant at 1 minute and 48 seconds. So the thing with that is, he won the championship from Hulk Hogan way back or so, but then the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase literally made Andre the Giant give it to him because of money. So yeah, sorry about that little hiccup. The oldest champion was Mr. McMahon at 54 years old, and he held it for 21 days. Now, we all know that but the thing with Mr. McMahon is, even though he crazy enough, even though it's like this, there was like a video on Instagram where they were setting up for WrestleMania 36 from this year, right? And he's 74, well 74 or 75, correct me if I'm wrong. And he was literally showing somebody how to jump off the balcony, and he just did it with ease. He didn't care if he was 74, 75, or 80 for that matter. He just jumped off with ease, just saying, just like that. Basically going, he just jumped off and going like that. The fact that he can still go at that age is remarkable, but it's better. But yeah, it's like this. Everybody had their everybody can say what they want about Vince McMahon, but it's at the end of the day, it's his business. He gets to do what he wants. He gets to do the thing that he loves, and he can get a lot of money. So it's what it is. But the youngest champion is Brock Lesnar at 25 years old, and he held it for 44 days. Basically, he held it from SummerSlam of 2002, where he defeated The Rock there to win it, and for the next 3 months, he'd been a dominant champion and all. But then when he came to Survivor Series 2002, he lost it to Paul Heyman. He lost, I mean not to Paul Heyman, to Big Show, because of Paul Heyman, sorry. The heaviest champion there was Yokozuna, RP to him. And it's like this. You thought alright. For the past years in WWE, right? Ever since when Big Show came in, everybody has proclaimed him as the world's largest athlete and all. There's been a lot of big men, but it's like this. Not even Big Show could manage. Yokozuna was 568 pounds. And I've seen Yokozuna wrestle. I've seen some clips and so. And it's like this. His finishing move is literally a banzai drop, which is he goes to the second turnbuckle, and all of his weight and so is landing on your chest. So you gotta, and it's like this with WWE. People have saying it's fake and all. It's like this. It's not fake. Like storylines and so, those can be fake because they're like predictable and so. But when it comes to the pain now, when they hit each other, you need to tell me that a guy who is almost 600 pounds, he lands on top of you, and it's like this. You could be 250, 300, whatever. If you let a guy like that's bonsai drop on your chest, you better make sure you don't. And it's like this. He don't want to. That's his finishing move and all. But it's like this. He wants them to keep on. You don't want them. You don't want to actually kill somebody. Cause some moves in wrestling can actually kill you. That's why they always put "Don't try this at home" as a disclaimer. Some moves can kill you, and some moves that just look cool but it won't actually hurt. But trust me, with his move, it can kill you if you're up to 600 pounds. But yeah, and the lightest champion is Rey Mysterio. So, but then we all saw what happened there with John Cena and him. But it's basically like this. It's basically, no matter which version of it is, at the end of the day, with the WWE Championship, once you made it there, trust me, with all your from once you were a jobber to a mid-card talent to now this, trust me, it just goes to show you that hard work can pays off. But yeah, basically it's like this. I know there's a whole lot of other championship belts on WWE right now, from like NXT, from like SmackDown, NXT, and Raw, and so basically from WWE and so. But it's like this. Trust me, I don't care. I don't care how much of it. Trust me. When I tell you that I like it's like this. I started watching wrestling, not even just WWE, wrestling in general, at 9 years old, right? And from that year, and it was in what, 2009 that I started watching it. And from that year on, not only I like to watch WWE and all, I watch other wrestling shows too. So it's like this. If I'm ever gonna want to turn into a wrestler, I gotta watch how they do their moves, how to make sure I don't hurt myself. And hey, you never know, I might go up there and be one of them. People can laugh at me and so saying, oh nigga, you not gonna do all of that. It's like this. At the end of the day, I don't care. You got your dreams, I got mine. It's like this. Don't laugh at other people for having great dreams. You may say it's ridiculous and all, but at the end of the day, I'm the one. It's like this. I'm the one who's on TV. You literally gonna watch me on TV and so while you are on a couch, lazy, being jealous with envy and whatnot. Hey, comment. Hey, whatever you have to say it in the comments below. Either way, all I know is I'm the one who's following and living out my dream, while you're the one on the couch being jealous and envying. So it's like this basically. And trust me, I'm gonna get more of these belts. And I'll probably even get more from the other wrestling shows that I watch. But it's like this. I just wanted to show you a little personal side of me, because not a lot of people get that about me, that I like to watch wrestling. Like literally on my phone when I'm going through Instagram, mostly when I'm searching, it's mostly wrestling stuff. So whether it's WWE or NXT or any other wrestling show. But it's like this. That's the end of the video, guys. I just wanted to make you know a little personal thing about me. Sorry if I've been always looking up and down, so guys, it's just my message and so. But like I said, hope you enjoyed this for my little comeback or so for my next video. And trust me, I know there's been a lot of other musics and such going on, but once I start getting my stuff together and so, I'm gonna get back to them. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It's been your boy Humble Ziggy signing out. Stay positive and keep the vibes up. Let go.